just returned from Wildcatter Ranch in Graham, Texas, which is about 2 hours east of Fort Worth, and we're excited to share our first look and ride aboard the new 2024 Kawasaki Mule Pro-FXT 1000. This model is available in 4 different trim levels. First, there's the LE trim in metallic cereal blue or metallic onyx black. Then there's the LE camo trim featuring true timber strata. The LE Ranch Edition, which comes in metallic titanium color with premium features such as a Warn VRX 45 winch and ZF Sax self-leveling rear suspension. And finally, the top of the line Platinum Ranch Edition in metallic stardust white color and every feature in the book. All of the Mule Pro-FXT 1000 trims can seat up to 6 people and also feature the new trans cab system, which allows the rear seat to be transformed into additional cargo space. We'll show you how this system works in just a moment, along with other new features that make maintenance even easier. We have more videos and a full ride review of the new 2024 Mule Pro-FXT 1000 coming soon. But first, let's hear from Bobby Kearns, the Kawasaki Motors product support technician, who will give us a walk around and up-close look at the top features of the new 2024 Kawasaki Mule Pro-FXT 1000.
Okay, we're going to go over a quick few things on this Mule Pro-FXT 1000, show you some of the differences for this new model, show you some of the service upgrades, and some of the changes that we got going on here. First off, I'd like to start with the air filter placement. It's much more accessible. It's located on a hinge now, so quite a bit easier than the old one. You had to reach way under, get the clips. Also, much more improved air filter space. So this is going to move your service interval from 50 hours to 200 hours.
That's about double the size of the old filter, right?
It's double the size, yes. And our dipstick is much further out. Previous model was tucked way back in here. Big improvement for maintenance is now your oil filter is right here on the top. Almost vertical oil filter with a catch tray for any excess oil that may spill, so you don't have a big mess in your all over the side of your engine, creating a bunch of buildup.
You just take a rag and wipe that tray out?
Yep, just wipe it out when you're done. Obviously 1000cc or 999cc engine, parallel twin, single throttle body. Throttle is activated by the fly-by-wire. It is a fly-by-wire throttle system, so it's smooth every time you hit the throttle. Coming to the front, some of the differences up here. Key feature here is a larger radiator. We've got an accessory power bus bar that's a lot more handy. The old one you must install fuse kit, stuff like that. Still has the corrugated tubing if you want to run your winch power cables, and this will land you right back at the battery with power cables.
The bus bar, how many accessories can you hook up on this machine using that bus bar?
Similar to the KRX, you can hook up quite a few lights. The center post is for your constant hot, so if you do pull a power for a winch, you can add your battery cable direct center constant power right into the middle one, and then you can stack several accessories onto that bus bar.
And you got plenty of slots for rocker switches on the
yeah, there's lots of room for rocker switch. Comes with 5 positions for extra rocker switches. You got 2 12-volt outlets. The fly-by-wire throttle pedal is kind of a cool new feature. So that kind of gets you some of the upgraded technology, smooth throttle action. We've got a bit beefier suspension now. New shock location, mounting location. Boxed lower A-arm. So the rear A-arm is actually quite a bit stronger, and it's going to hold up to a little more abuse.
How much did the travel increase?
I believe it's about 2 inches.
2 inches.
2 inches difference, yes. And it's a much more plush ride. You still have adjustable preload on this model. We do have a few models with self-leveling shocks that work after you're loaded and moving down the trail. It will bypass oil in the shock and bring the ride height back up to where you started.
It also increased along with that ground clearance.
This will definitely help the ground clearance when you're loaded. Yep. And this vehicle does have much more ground clearance. They're about 2 to 3 inches taller than the old one as far as overall height. They do have an alternator. not just the stator system. So people think it's just KRX engine we plopped in here. That's not the case. It's specifically built for this, but based off the KRX base engine. But
Substantially different.
quite a bit different cams, compression ratios, ECU mapping, throttle body is a big one. Instead of duals, we're running a single for reliability and efficiency.
Now, one of the coolest features that we've seen on this machine, you're going to demonstrate for us right now.
Sure, yep, the trans cab usually takes about one person. Standard position, the seat would normally be flipped here with buckles here. I've already had them undone because we're showing maintenance and engine stuff. So you would flip the seat, you move back here, undo these latches, lift this guy up, you come around to the other side, do the same. You'll slide your trans cab forward, lock it back down, come to this side, you push that back forward, lock that guy back down, and now you're a 3-seat vehicle with a much larger load capacity as well as bigger bed. Another new feature, it's really kind of tough to see on this model, but it's a hidden feature, but it's a really good one. They've added a plastic air dam behind the cooling fan. It's also a bigger radiator for this engine, but this air dam really deflects the heat. It's more like a diffuser. It's going to drop the hot air down and out of the vehicle rather than flowing into the cab. Create a little bit more comfortable ride on hot days. So a couple more features on these mules as far as headlights go. This model does come with a halogen and a LED option, separate switches for each one. Probably go ahead and demonstrate those. So low beam is going to be your halogen with an LED, but your high beam really gets much brighter from both of them. Provides 2 different tones of light. When you get to the higher end model, like the Ranch Platinum, it's going to be an all LED headlight system, and really brightens up the roads and the trails. So these new models have some key features in storage. They've got a couple cup holders here in the front, a place here to store some things, storage cubby here. You do have the glove box right there, the open standard glove box. And then under the seat, you do have some options of, maybe pop that over there. It's like a rubber plug, yeah. So you got some storage options here in this model. You got one box here. Holds 20 pounds in this box. Dry box, as dry as you can be unless you're submerging it in water.
Good place to put tools and
tools, tow strap, anything like that. Ranch Platinum has another tray here with another storage box. Rear cup holders is also another new feature. This model, cell phone holder here. There's also a rear USB power for the back seat as well.
So you've given the passengers as much detail as the driver.
Yeah. They've really upgraded the back. It's a 12-volt accessory sockets, and then some more cup holders now for your cold drinks, on hot days like this. This unit, we have an accessory mirror in here, rear view mirror. This model is a flip roof, so if you did want to flip up the bed to dump some stuff out of it, you can flip the roof up and over, and then you can lift your bed at the same time. You undo that rubber strap there. And then the roof will just flip on over. And then you can still lift the bed with the trans cab position forward.
With the maximum cargo space.
Yep, maximum load as well. You get much more payload with the bed forward.